You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Well, guys, this is a follow-up video to a video I did on Saturday about a University of Alabama Birmingham football player who stabbed two of his teammates. And folks, we got some new details on this thing, and no doubt about it, this was a planned hit on one of the players. Yes, we know that two players actually got stabbed, but it was because the other player got stabbed because he was actually trying to stop the attack. Folks, there's no doubt about it. This football player needs to be charged with attempted murder. Because there's no doubt about it, guys, based on where he actually stabbed this player, and it was a surprise hit. This is all planned, folks. Now, when I did my first video, we didn't know all these details. But now we know these details, and this guy needs to be charged with attempted murder and get like 40 years in prison. Now, I talked about an incident that actually happened at a practice on Friday. Apparently, that's the reason why this attack actually happened, but we still don't know exactly what happened at practice. Now, the attack happened at breakfast. But folks, this was in the breakfast line. This player brought a knife to the cafeteria, and he was planning on stabbing this player. We still don't know the identity of the two players that got stabbed, but he stabbed this one player who he was trying to kill in the stomach. Thank God he's alive. Another player, he got slashed on the hand, if I'm not mistaken. We'll go over the details here. But folks, this man needs to be arrested, no bail, and he needs to go to prison. So let's go ahead and dive into this, guys. Here we go. Right over here on Bro Bible, gruesome details emerge from UAB stabbing after football player charged with attempted murder. So now it's official, guys. He's been charged with attempted murder. He was just arrested when I did my first video. It says here, UAB offensive lineman Daniel Mincy was charged with attempted murder for stabbing two of his teammates prior to the Blazers' final home game of the 2025 college football season on Saturday. New details have emerged from the disturbing incident that provide a better idea of what happened. It was gruesome. Although the university decided to play the college football game as scheduled after the incident, it did its best to provide players with what they needed. Fortunately, the incident did not prove to be fatal. But guys, this could have easily been fatal. Easily. Because I believe this guy actually wanted to kill his teammate. And I'm really shocked, guys, based on new information we got, that UAB actually decided to play that football game. It says University of Alabama at Birmingham police reported to the football operations building on campus on Saturday morning. The exact time was not announced, but Daniel Mincy was booked into Jefferson County Jail at 12:40 p.m. on charges of aggravated assault and attempted murder. He was not released on bond. And he should get no bond, folks. He should get no bond. Mincy, a redshirt freshman, spent the 2024 season at Kentucky. The 6'4", 310-pound defensive lineman transferred to UAB during the offseason. The university immediately announced that there was no threat to campus after the stabbing occurred. It was isolated to the football program. Yeah. Mincy was escorted out of the team facility in handcuffs. So he didn't even try to run, I guess. Or he couldn't get away because other players came and surrounded him. Two other players were transported to the hospital with stab wounds. They were considered in stable condition. A full recovery is expected. The Blazers chose to play their game as scheduled on Saturday. Players were given the option not to play, and many did. So some of these guys didn't play. University also provided mental health resources and counseling for those who needed it. UAB worked hard to do the right thing for its players in wake of what happened. As first reported by Nick Perkins, the stabbing on Saturday, check this out, stemmed from a fight that took place during practice on Friday. Mincy brought a knife to the team facility and stabbed 2 defensive linemen at breakfast. Additional details from Football Scoop provide a better understanding of what happened. Daniel Mincy, quote, literally tried to kill his teammate. He plunged the knife into the unnamed teammate's abdomen with the intent to cause serious harm. He tried to kill him. A separate player who was near the victim when he was stabbed by Mincy sprung into action to try and save his life. Though his efforts were successful, the third involved player had his hand sliced open before the assailant was physically restrained. Okay, so maybe he was actually trying to stab another person, but I thought that since this guy only got his hand sliced open, that he was actually trying to defend someone else or something like that. This happened in the team breakfast line. Players were moving through the cafeteria to fill their plates for their first meal of the day when Mincy jumped his teammate over the undisclosed incident on Friday. UAB wants to be very clear. This does not reflect the culture in Birmingham. This was the behavior of one bad apple who does not represent the program or university. Wow. So there you have it, man. He tried to murder his teammate in a breakfast line. What happened at practice? Guys, what can actually go so bad at practice that you feel you need to kill your teammate? This was a planned hit. He brought a knife to the cafeteria. This is all planned. All planned. And he stabbed him in the stomach. You can die. You can bleed out. You got vital organs down there, folks. I hope this guy gets 50 years in prison for this. I really do. They should not go light on him just because he's a football player. He tried to kill someone. He tried to kill his teammate. This was a planned attack. Thank God, man, the unnamed player is doing okay. But I'm pretty sure his body was in shock when that knife went to his stomach. He could have died. He could have bled out. This player, what's his name? Daniel Mincy, I believe. Yeah, Mincy, whatever his name is. I hope this guy does decades upon decades in prison. I have zero tolerance, guys, to stuff like this. I really, really do. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.